Welcome back to Shell Acting Insights. Today I'm going to talk about auditions. This is the first in a three-part series. And to start with, we're going to talk about the technical aspects, the things you need to have set up in order to deliver a good self-taped audition. Because in today's world, post-COVID, almost every audition you do will be a self-taped audition, at least the first one. Not always, but definitely it is widespread and common. So you need to know how to do that and what kind of gear to have, where to put it, etc., etc., etc. So let's get started with that. So first of all, why are they called self-tapes? Because nobody records on tape anymore, so why would we call them self-tapes? Well, of course, they were recorded on tape at one time. Even VHS tapes, you know, the big ones like this, they used to fit into your video record machine or whatever. So that was done, and you would courier it to LA or wherever the casting people were, Toronto, Vancouver, New York, Los Angeles. You would get it done and get it to them. Very expensive, very slow, but done nonetheless. In today's world, it's very quick. Tapes are gone. It's all digital. It's all online. So it's real easy, and everyone's got a phone, so everybody can do it. It's not difficult at all. So that's why they're called self-tapes. Also, what does this word audition mean? It actually comes from the word audere, I think that's how you say it in Latin, which means to listen, to hear. So it's a chance for you to be heard, basically, for your opportunity to show someone how you work. That's really what it's about. You're going to show them how you work and what you bring to that character for that scene, or scenes, plural. But that's what an audition is. So let's get to the setup. What do you need? Well, you need a camera. Everybody's got a phone, so let's look at that. I got one right here. I don't have the big expensive 3 camera phone, but I have a phone. So this, you have to record your auditions in vertical or landscape, it's called. So horizontal, I should say, or landscape. You don't record them like this because movies are made like this. So why not show them how you're going to look in the movie, right? So make sure you have a tripod to put this on so that it's steady, not your friend holding it. And it's locked into you and has the correct frame. The correct frame is pretty simple. It's basically kind of like the frame you see here with me, from about here to about here. That's the usual frame. It gives a good view for the casting people to see your eyes. And they want to see your eyes, most importantly. I'll bring that up again later, but that is what they're looking at when they watch your audition, among other things, of course, but that's the key thing they look at, your eyes. So get your camera set up, and you need to have lighting as well. Lighting is important. We need to see you. We need to see what you look like, how you appear on camera. Some people are very photogenic, some people not so much, but we need all types anyway. So it doesn't matter, but we need to see you. So you need 3 lights, basically. It's pretty common in filming a movie to have 3 categories of lighting, One is a key light. This is a light that's pretty strong. It's somewhat hard light, which means it creates shadows. And it's not diffused so much, but it can be. And it's up high to one side. So I have one here, you can maybe see. I don't have it lit exactly right, but I have it pretty close. So this is a key light here, and that key light comes down and creates a shadow here, and then you need a fill light to fill the shadows so they're not so hard, big hard shadows. Now I can get into also helping create character with different types of lighting, but that's not for this audition purpose. So then you have a fill light to the side that fills in the shadows, not as strong as your key light, right? But fills them in and still creates that look of 3-dimensional, because we're always trying to create a 3rd dimension with film since it's a 2-dimensional medium. And then we also have a backlight. I don't have one with me right now, but well, you can see in the background. That's actually just I won't get into that. But anyway, you have a backlight. So you're separated from the wall. You got to be separated from the wall. Otherwise, you look like you're in a box or you're squished in or something like that. And it's really, it's just doesn't have that third dimension, right? You want to create that third dimension. So that's something you would look after and make sure you have. Now, if you don't have 3 lights, you can use what's very popular today is a ring light. That's okay. A ring light can be used. They're really good if you travel as well, right? Easy to pack. Very light tripod, stick it in a suitcase. Make sure you have packaging for the light. And I travel with one all the time, actually. So they work quite well. The thing about ring lights is they give that funny white ring in your eyes, which is a bit annoying, but it's okay. It's not going to affect or make or break your whether you're going to be cast or not. It's just my personal peeve. That's all. Nothing more. Okay. So you've got your lighting, you've got your camera, you've got to have a space, right? You should have a space, and behind you should be something that's not cluttered, It shouldn't be your kitchen with messy dishes and pots and pans everywhere. You want to have something, basically just a wall, a plain wall. Usually it's good to have a one color like gray or maybe even blue, like a blue background or a gray background is preferred, but not absolutely necessary. You can even get backdrops from Amazon if you have no space like that to shoot against. And they come on tripods and you just drop it behind you and there you go. You got your instant backdrop. You can also get backdrops and lights and everything on Amazon, by the way, so check it out. So that's what you need in terms of space. And you need also to have a reader. So let's talk about readers. Ideally, a real person that's in the room with you, not somewhere else. That's ideal. Someone to look at, someone to have a point of view to, someone to hear and watch and see their emotional state. If they're a good actor, that'd be great. That's really the best way. The other option, if you can't get someone there, and believe me, I understand this, it's difficult to get an actor to come and read for you. It's not easy unless you have some sort of cooperative deal with them where you do it for them and they do it for you. Otherwise, it's almost impossible. I mean, you can use your relatives and friends, but that only lasts so long. They get bored, they don't want to do it. They may not even be very good at it and might actually taint your audition, not reading well, not being in the scene, not being a character. They just want to go, watch videos or something. Not cool. So get a real reader. That's ideal. If not, then get an actor friend or someone who's good at it on Zoom and put them on a tablet or your computer and put them where you should have the reader. That's good. That's the second option. It's the second best. And then the worst, well, actually there's 2 worsts. The worst is you record your own voice of the other characters in the scene you're auditioning for, and then you leave space for when you speak for the character you're auditioning for. This is tricky. It's very hard to do. I've even tried it. I confess. But it doesn't work really well. Actually, it doesn't work well at all. So, it's very hard to get the right timing, and then it's like your voice and your voice again, and you can kind of disguise your voice, but I can tell when someone's trying to disguise their voice and it's their voice. It's just kind of funny, kind of odd, not that professional. And then the worst, and I've seen this, the worst is you don't have anybody speak anything and you just wait as if you're hearing someone talk those other lines in that scene. Not okay. Don't do it. Just don't do it. So you position the reader just to the side of the camera. Don't look in the lens. Always put the reader beside the camera. Of course, if you have a reader there, they're not going to be in the lens. So, but put them close to the lens because you don't want to be looking to the side when you're doing your audition. The casting people want to see your eyes. They want to see where you're looking. They want to see what's going on emotionally. Do you understand what's going on in the scene? All of that is evident when they look in your eyes. So put the reader right there. If there's another person in the scene, make sure that your reader is the main character you're dealing with. So there they are, that character, main character I'm dealing with. The secondary character can be either just to this side or it can be over here on this side. It doesn't matter which side, as long as you don't look in the lens when you cross over, right? So you're looking at your main character, and then Sally comes into the room. Yeah, John, hi Sally, what's going on? So Sally's here, John's here. We know that. You're creating space. It's like you're in the actual scene, which I'm going to get into more in the next tape. Make sure you put the reader back behind the camera at a distance so that when they speak, they're not so loud in the actual camera because the microphone's right there. So they'll be way louder than you because you're away from the camera. So make sure they're standing next in line with the lens, but back, okay? Very simple, not very difficult. Just make sure you do that. It'll be much better audition. And if that's the same, if they're on a tablet or if they're on the computer or whatever, on Zoom, make sure you place that back a bit because the speaker of the tablet or the computer will also be loud in that microphone. So that's what you do. Okay, so now you have all the gear you need to do a self-taped audition. The next video in this series, I'm going to help you prepare so you deliver your best audition possible, whether it's self-taped or in person. So in the meantime, keep on booking.